Thanks again for rejoining us, ladies and gentlemen, for another week of auto racing here at Seekonk Speedway, courtesy of CVI Sports. I'm Pete Silva, along with Tom Ring and John Horrigan. And John, of course, in the Pro Stock division. The big story is the 94 car of Rick Martin.
Rick Martin, 4 victories and 6 starts, currently has a 30-point lead over defending champion Bobby Tripp.
Unbelievable racing action for Mr. Martin. Looking forward to seeing him tonight. Also, a big points battle going on in the Sportsman division.
Bobby Leclerc with a 2-point lead. Bobby Leclerc, the defending champion, over Scott Estrella.
And Tom, we've got the Legends here. What are the Legends all about?
Well, the Legends, this is really the ultimate everyman's division. This is a car that every car you'll see tonight in the Legends race is virtually identical. They look a little bit different, but they're really running the same FJ 1100 Yamaha motor. They're all professionally built by one company. You buy the car, you get in it, and you drive it. It's a great opportunity to learn racing without having to spend a lot of money. They cost about $11,000 going in. You're going to see 3 divisions racing in the one feature race. So you're going to see some professional drivers or professional level drivers, as well as a junior division from there, drivers with less experience, and then some newcomers as well. So they'll be mixing it up today. That should be a lot of fun.
And with the Legends being all the same, or all the cars are equal, does that keep the playing field pretty level, except for the drivers? We're looking for the talent of the drivers.
Well, the talent of the drivers not only on the track and how well they race, but you still have to set these cars up. You still have to figure out how to make the car work so it's going to work on particular tracks. These guys only race at Seekonk a couple of times a year, so they're used to other tracks. They may have it down, but this may be the first opportunity for some of these drivers to visit a new track and in one afternoon of practice be able to dial their cars in to work here at Seekonk Speedway.
Well, we've got a good night of racing. Overcast skies, about 73 degrees, but the temperature is just right. So stay tuned. There's a lot more action to come. This is CVI Sports.
John Horrigan joined by Robin Sloan in truck number 4 in the truck division. Currently, 3rd place, 24 points off the lead. First of all, Robin, you are a pioneer in this division. Do you feel like Amelia Earhart?
Not really. I've been driving for the last couple of years in the Formula 4 division.
I've watched you drive. You're a good driver, a tactical driver. You'll drive aggressive when the time calls for it.
Yes, I like to think so.
How has everybody treated you? Has the gender come into play at all?
I think so. No one said anything inadvertently, but I do believe when we're out there sometimes they don't like it that I get a little ahead of them, or, you know, I'll play their game too, and it gets bumping and grinding, and, you know, I think it's the male ego thing.
Yeah. Well, they better get used to it because there's more of you coming.
Absolutely, yep. I took a beating last week, and I said that's it. All cards out the door, that's it. I'm leaving the folded doors on, and I'm going full bill.
What happens then when you win this division, which, given that you're in 3rd place right now, you are within veritable striking distance of the lead. What happens then to the field? Do they finally give you some respect?
I would hope so. I mean, I give them just as much respect now because I know how hard it is to put the truck together, keep it running. As you can see, it's jacked up right now. We're waiting for a drive shaft because I broke it in practice. So they know, you know, I respect them, and I hope that they respect me just as much.
Well, you have a nice ride, and you go, girl.
Thank you.
All right, back to Pete and Tom.
Thank you for rejoining us, ladies and gentlemen. This is auto racing at Seekonk Speedway. This is the truck division. We are about ready to go.
Auto racing at Seekonk Speedway is sponsored in part by Motion Motors of New Bedford, your full-service auto dealer. Motion Motors also sponsors Tex Barry's number 18 Pro Stock car at Seekonk Speedway. Call 508-990-8811.
John Horrigan joined by Frank Manafort, winner of the Legends Division tonight. Tough race out there, more accidents than your usual Legends race, wouldn't you say?
Yes, they weren't lifting. It was hard competition tonight to get out there. The driving on the outside, they just didn't want to lift. It was a hard going.
But unfortunately for those drivers, it makes it easier for you when there's less cars in the field.
Yeah, but you had the two good competitors here. You had Bates and you had Johnny Tripp's a tough competitor. You know, this is his track. He's been testing here, and it's always good when you can win a good race like this.
Yeah. How does this help you in the points?
It helps me. I'm leading the national master points, and this helps me a lot. Gives me another 5 points, so really appreciate it for locally and nationally.
Going to be tough to catch. Frank Manafort, winner of the Legends Division.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Frank. John Horrigan joined by car number 46 driver Vinny Anarumo. Vinny, off to a great start this year after passing last season. You're currently in 4th place in the point standings. A surprise for you so far?
No, I'll be honest with you. I was hoping we would do better than what we are right now, but we're getting there. We'll be there.
You've been racing very strongly. You haven't won yet. That's due.
Yeah, we had a few problems that we're trying to figure out, and we're starting to get the best part of it now. We'll be in the winner's circle in the next couple of weeks.
You heard it here, folks. Tell me about your automobile. Is it running the way you want it to run? What's the difference between now and, say, when the season opened in early May?
Well, we got a Rolly Lindblad car, and it's not the setup that I usually work with, and it's been giving me a little bit of a problem. But I think we know what's wrong, and we'll get it. Within the next 2 weeks, we'll be running good.
Strategy for tonight. Are you going after Tripp, or are you going after Rick Martin, or are you just going to drive for yourself?
No, you don't go and drive against other people. You go and drive the racetrack. Whatever comes, and at the end of the year, we'll be there.
Great. Vinny Anarumo, car number 46 Pro Stock. Thanks, Vinny.
Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
John Horrigan joined by George Savory driving the number 1 car tonight. George, usually a Pro Modified driver, Pro 4 Modified. Tonight, you're taking over Jimmy Kuhn's ride. Could you explain to our viewers exactly what's going on?
Well, I used his son's motors in my Pro 4 Modified. I've known the family for quite a while. They ran up against some personal problems. I'm not sure what they were, but we're going to try to put the package together. It's going to be a learning experience for me. I haven't driven a car like this in quite some time, and we're trying to put a whole team together here. And we've got a couple of problems here tonight. We'll work them out. We're going to come back Wednesday night and, try to put a real good effort into the car. We came here tonight so I could get a feel of it, so they could get a feel, so try to put a group effort together. We didn't expect anything spectacular, but just try to get our feet on the ground.
You normally race modifieds here at Seekonk and mainly at Riverside. Tough commute?
No, yeah, if I had to do it on the same day, fine. But the way my schedule is showing right now is that all our races are going to be, for the most part, are going to be Sundays at Riverside. I've got some Friday night shows to run at Monadnock. We've got a couple at Thompson, but I believe we got 2 shows here with the Pro 4s, which is we got the Vendetti Memorial Show at the end of the season, and the Frank Procopio Memorial, which is around August 24th, I believe it is. And that's on Saturday night, so hopefully I'll be able to run both cars without a problem.
What's it like driving this car? Is it almost like an American pilot being put into the front seat of a MiG jet fighter, or is it like taking the old man's car out for the first time? What is it like to all of a sudden absorb an automobile and taking it over and learning its intricacies?
It's a little more difficult. It's larger. The biggest thing I'm having to get adjusted to, they don't have any mirrors in the car, which I find very difficult here for the size of the racetrack.
I do too, but go on.
Yeah, I don't understand the theory behind it, but I'm sure somebody's got some answer for it. Racetrack like this, I think that's very important to have. Not for blocking. I went out there in a warm-up, wanted to get off the racetrack, and I couldn't find any way to get off the racetrack. After driving here for 25 years, it's a pretty tough thing to do, And the last thing you want to do is, bother anybody. The car is large, yes. It seems very large. I don't think it's as big as what it appears to me, because the cars I drive are 1,700 pounds with me in them. So that'll give you an idea. The speeds are nowhere near as fast as what we run with the little cars, but the little car is it's a totally different concept car. I'm going to take some getting used to as much as the car's going to take some getting used to me, I'm sure, But I know we can do it.
From a horse into a Sherman tank. Well, good luck tonight, George Savory. Good luck in the number 1 car.
Thank you very much.
Back to Pete and Tom.
Thank you for rejoining us, ladies and gentlemen. This is CVI Sports coverage of auto racing at Seekonk Speedway. The Pro Stock division is back under green.
And Alan Alan McClure is under Mike Cavallaro.
Once again, Norm Holden, as Wayne Dion mentioned, with the new motor tonight, doing a great job, a fine job, as he's getting these tremendous jumps off the green flag. He's got himself about a 5-car length lead now between himself and his nearest contender. There's McClure in the 66, Cavallaro in the 87 on the outside, Ray Lee in the 33, Tex Barry Jr. in the 18.
Boy, this is where the action is, obviously enough.
252-4312.
John Horrigan joined by Norm Holden. Tonight's winner in the Pro Stock division. Norm, long time coming. What, first time in 5 years you won here?
Oh, yeah, it's been quite a while coming.
Yes. Yeah,
we found a bad spring last week, and we changed that, and it seemed to make the car work a lot better this week.
Absolutely. You won 3 consecutive championships here. It must feel good finally to get back in this pavement, which has been so strange to you in the last 5 years.
Yeah, it's tough when you've been running good, and then all of a sudden you get in a slump and you don't run good. But it feels good to be back.
Tell me about the race. You were dominating. You had a 15-car length. The caution came out. They restarted the grid, and then it was a dogfight with you, Alan McClure, and Ray Lee.
Yeah, the car started getting loose after that last restart, so all I wanted to do was protect the bottom and bring it home.
Great, and you did. Norm Holden, tonight's winner in the Pro Stock. Back to Pete and Tom.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, for CVI Sports coverage of auto racing at Seekonk Speedway. I'm Pete Silva along with Tom Ring, and we are about ready for our results. Tom, we've got the TD4 division.
Yeah, Ken Casper tonight was the winner in the trucks. He was followed in second place by Ray Soulier, and in third, the number 0 truck of Joe Putnam. Turk Gunbay, the defending champion, in the number 92 truck, came in fourth. And then rounding out the top 5 in the number 63 truck, Mike Butts.
And they did a great job. Indeed, it is a sportsman division. Rob Murray in the 08 takes the checkered flag, followed closely by Ron Reed in the 89, Bobby Leclerc in the 42 and third, Scott Estrella in the 45, and Scotty LaBelle in the 86 round out the top 5 finishers. Job as well in the 33. Fred Estelle in the 48 came in third. Alan McClure in the 66 came in fourth, and Lenny Ellis, as you see his car there in the pits, in the 41, it came in 5th. And there you have the results for auto racing here at Seekonk Speedway, Saturday night, June 29th. Tom, we had a great time tonight. It was truly a great night for racing.
Yeah, another good set of races, another good Pro Stock race. And there were some yellows tonight, but I think as we've talked about in the recent weeks, things are getting cleaner and cleaner every week.
And it was a whole lot of fun having the legends here as well. That's kind of a treat. We don't get to see it very often here at Seekonk Speedway, but they're a lot of fun watching these cars go around that track.
Yeah, I think they enjoy coming to Seekonk too, but then again, doesn't everyone?
It is a great place to race, as we knew from Wayne Dion's commentary. It was great having Wayne here as well, the Pro Stock driver. Now, Wayne did say that he should be back here on the track Saturday night. July 7th, I believe, is the date that we're looking for. July 6th?
July 6th.
July
yeah.
6th.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. And as much fun as it is to have Wayne up here, you know, I know he wants to be out on the track, and who can blame him? It's tough for a driver to do what he's doing, frankly, to come up here and watch a race that he wishes he was in, and, you know, actually comment on it as opposed to just sitting here crying through the race.
But he did a great job helping us analyze things. And again, we say thank you to Wayne Dion for letting us borrow him here at CVI Sports. And there's the Len Ellis car, the number 41 automobile, who again came in 5th in the Pro Stock results here at Seekonk Speedway for Saturday night, June 29th. And a great night of racing indeed. We're glad that you've been along with us so far this season. Again, make sure that you get a hold of your local cable company if you have not gotten this on your television set yet. If you're seeing it someone else's TV, call your local cable company. Ask them when you can get it or when it will be programmed, because we'd love to have you aboard every week that we are here for CVI Sports coverage of auto racing at Seekonk Speedway. Well, that just about does it for track reporter John Horrigan, and of course our guest commentator Wayne Dion and Tom Ring. Thank you very much, and thanks to all our crew here for CVI Sports. I'm Pete Silva. Good night.
John Horrigan along with tonight's champion, Bobby Tripp, winning the 100-lapper Vendetti Memorial Race. Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Bob, great race. You're battling, first of all, Rick Martin and your dad. Martin drops out with a flat tire. Then it was you versus your dad. And Johnny makes a move at the very end there. He almost nipped you.
Yeah, I don't know. We were running close, but with Martin, it was a bad deal. He got a flat there. Not even contact anyway. It was just, I mean, I felt I could have got him later on in the race. He seemed like he was slowing a little, and my car was still running strong, and I felt it was going to be just as strong at the end.
Yeah, this car number 80 ran very well for you this year. Your dad was riding your old car that won the championship last year. Any problems with this whatsoever this year?
No, I was quite nervous because I hadn't run it here too many times. So I gave him that great running car, and I felt this one would have been a little bit better than that, and it turned out to be that way. So we were all very happy. Obviously, we're very happy to come in first and second here. I mean, I can't ask for any more, and that's what we're looking for.
Great, winning the big race. Question, next year, you going to be back?
Next year, we'll be back. Yeah, we'll be spotting around here and there.
All right, great. Congratulations, Bobby Tripp, the winner tonight of the 100-lapper Vendetti Memorial Race. Back to Pete and Tom.
It's the TD4 truck division here at Seekonk Speedway for the D. Anthony Vendetti Memorial, brought to you by Motion Motors. Joey LeMay in the 17 in his beautiful blue truck takes the win. Ray Sullier in the 24 came in second. Welcome to CBI Sports coverage of the 1996 season here at Seekonk Speedway. I'm Pete Silva, along with Tom Ring and our track reporter, John Horrigan. John, what do we got happening tonight?
Well, we're going to try to get some interviews with some of the drivers that have moved up in divisions, namely Ray Alexander and Bobby Pelland, and also Matt Dewey, who jumps 2 divisions from the Streeters. And then we're going to go after last year's points winner, Bobby Tripp, and of course, favorites Fred Estelle and Rick Martin.
That's right. Rick Martin in the 94 car had a spectacular end of season last year, Tom, and he's back again.
Yeah, he's looking good so far. He's actually won the last 2 races here. The Anthony Vendetti Memorial 100-lapper last year, as well as the 2 weeks ago, the opener for the 1996 season.
And we got a lot of guys coming back as well. I know Vinny Anarumo is coming back in a different ride this year.
Yeah, that's an interesting story to see Vinny Anarumo back this year. There's some other people who've returned to Seekonk as well. Jimmy Rosenfield is back to try to run the season here after a couple of years racing in New Hampshire and also at Thompson, I believe.
That's right. And of course, as John mentioned, Matt Dewey, the 02 car, has made the biggest leap this year.
Well, I think Matt Dewey's a guy who can probably do the job in the Pro Stocks. He had been looking to move up, and actually there was some pressure from the track officials themselves to try to get Matt out of a street stock and up into a higher division. So he's a guy their team puts together a good car. A lot of attention to detail. They know how to set a car up here. So I think he's a rookie in the Pro Stocks, and that's a tough place to be in, but I think he'll do a good job.
And would the pressure be put on this new Seekonk Speedway competition committee? Is that where Matt Dewey was feeling it from?
Well, no, I think they're hoping, track officials are hoping that the competition committee takes a little bit of pressure off of them, because they found more and more times during the course of the season and during a race night, there were people looking for decisions to be made that really shouldn't have been made on the spot. The competition committee's been set up with Francis Vendetti, with other track officials, as well as with Bobby Leclerc, who was the sportsman champion last year, and Bob Caton, who owns the Pro Stock of Dick Houlihan. Hopefully both of those guys are going to be able to bring any input from the drivers to the committee, and I think ultimately it'll be Francis still making the decisions, but at least it'll give them a forum so that they can express their views and maybe see some changes made.
Of course, that's Francis Vendetti, Director of Racing here at Seekonk Speedway, and hopefully this competition committee is going to make things very quick, and of course we've got another exciting night of racing. Tom, John, you guys ready? And we're ready. Thanks for being aboard, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Stop unless unless you help stop it. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT for free information. Not one more lost life. Not one more grieving family. Not one more.
I don't want to die.
John Horrigan, joined by Ray Alexander, new to the Pro Stock division, jumping up from the Sportsman division where you finished 11th last year. Ray, first of all, what made you jump up a division?
Well, I had the opportunity. The owner of this car wanted to put a brand new Pro Stock team together, and he wanted me to drive it. I was very hesitant to go because I had a lot of fun in my late model, you know, but I couldn't turn something like this down.
Tell me, what is the difference between the two divisions? Even though you've only had a chance to run once due to the weather, was there an immediate difference that you could notice?
Oh, definitely. The difference is you're racing with guys that probably got 20 years experience, you know. These guys, they don't miss a beat. And when you miss a beat, they let you know it. And like I said, everything happens a lot faster, a lot quicker. Your reaction time has got to step up definitely a notch. And I guess basically that's the bottom of it.
Now tell me about being a rookie in this field. Do they treat you differently than a veteran? Do you not get the breaks that normally you would have gotten in your Sportsman division? Have you noticed anything like that, a hazing process?
Oh yeah, I think it's more where in the Sportsman, kind of when they seen like a yellow 4, they were kind of intimidated, and I could do what I wanted with those guys. These guys are not intimidated at all. And it's like, you know, they're going to show me that I'm a rookie and I better learn. If not, they'll help me learn.
Absolutely. We'll be watching tonight. Congratulations, Ray, on your jump up, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Back upstairs to Tom and Pete.
Welcome back to CVI Sports.
Zeke's Custom Auto, Route 44, North Dighton, 508-252-4312.
John Horrigan, joined by Radical Rick Martin in the 94 HJY car. Rick, welcome back to the 1996 season.
Thank you, John.
Rick, tonight, a 100-lapper. You've won the last 2 Pro Stock features here. You won the last 100-lapper. You feel like the favorite?
Yeah, the car's running good tonight. Just got to be careful on these 100 lappers and stay out of trouble for the first 80 laps.
What changes have you made from 95 to 96?
We haven't really done many changes. Just changed the body and the color and the paint scheme a little bit. That's it.
Going to change your strategy at all this season?
No, we ain't changing nothing.
What do you think about the lack of running due to the poor weather? We were rained out 2 days, and we only got 1 racing in on Sunday. Is that going to affect the field? And plus with the wind, and it's very cooling down.
Well, they'll probably make it damp. They'll probably make a faster field tonight, but we have to wait and see. You never know what's going to happen here.
Absolutely. Well, good luck tonight, Rick Martin. We'll be watching you and see if you can pull down your second consecutive 100-lapper.
All right, thanks a lot.
Back to Pete and Tom.
Back under green here at Seekonk Speedway.
John Horrigan here with Mike Bowler in the number 10 car from the Pro Stock division. Mike, welcome to the year 1996 here at Seekonk.
Thanks a lot.
100-lapper tonight, damp and windy. How are you going to drive tonight?
Carefully. Long race, just got to survive, stay on the bottom, and hopefully, make it till the end, save the tires, and go for it in the last 20 laps.
Absolutely. The adjustments you have to make because of the attrition rate with 100 laps, you have to pace yourself and pace your automobile.
Oh, yeah, you definitely do. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you don't go too hard with the brakes, the tires, anything, and go hard on yourself, too. You know, you got to loosen up, stay real good, have the water jug in the car, and just be ready for a long race.
Absolutely. What is your prospectus for the year 1996? What do you want to do differently than you did last year?
Hopefully run a little better. Towards the end of the year, we struggled, so we made a lot of changes over the winter and got the car going a little better. So hopefully, get a lot of luck this year and win some more races and finish up higher in the points.
Great. Mike Bowler in the number 10 car, sponsored by Zeke's Custom Auto. Back upstairs to Pete and Tom.
Thanks for rejoining us, ladies and gentlemen. This is CVI Sports coverage of the Speedy Muffler Lynn Memorial 100-lap Pro Stock race here at Seekonk Speedway. Brought to you by Zeke's Custom Automotive and Motakes.
Come on, you can do it.
John Horrigan joined by Dick Houlihan in the number 1 car here in the Pro Stock. And Dick, I guess right now as we talk to your crew, you're having some problems. You're making the conversion from 30 to 100 laps. It's not like jumping in the car, let's go fellas, turn it on. You have to make some serious adjustments, and right now you're running into some stumbling blocks.
Yeah, we've unfortunately it rained all last week, so we didn't get a chance to run a 35-lap race. So we got the one Sunday afternoon, and we really weren't right for that race. So we made some changes, and unfortunately we went the wrong way, it looks like, and we're really not sure what to do for this 100-lapper.
Well, last year you certainly were sure. You were a tiger out there, always up in the field, always waiting for the break. You'd make your moves when you found them. Obviously, there's a setback for the 1996 season.
Yeah, we're a little disappointed. We came out of the box pretty fast. We figured we'd make some small adjustments and be right for tonight. And as it looks right now, you know, we made some more changes, and hopefully for the Heat we'll be right, and maybe we'll make the right changes for the 100-lapper.
Well, we'll cross our fingers. Dick Houlihan in the #1 car of the Pro Stock. Thanks, Dick. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks for rejoining us here at CVI Sports coverage of... Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to CVI Sports coverage of auto racing at Seekonk Speedway. It's Saturday night, May 25th, and we've got a lot going on tonight. I'm joined here in the pits. You see the NEMA Midgets behind us with Tom Ring and John Horrigan. John, I understand you got a lot of great stuff happening with interviews. What do we got to look forward to?
We have Lenny Ellis and Tony Dias telling about their mishaps last week. A nice interview with Alan McClure, and finally some interviews with some of the midget drivers.
Of course, Lenny Ellis being the Pro Stock driver that, well, there was some complications in last week's Pro Stock race in terms of whether or not he would be penalized.
Well, he's going to comment on that. It was a misunderstanding on his part, but he'll clarify all of that, Pete, as the race progresses.
And we look forward to that, John. Tom, the NEMAs are in town, a very special event indeed here on, well, one of the biggest weekends of racing in the entire country, of course, the Indy 500, the US 500. What does this mean to us right here?
Well, certainly it means a lot for the midgets. This is really only their second opportunity to race. They normally don't want to be racing.
This is the number 99 Pro Stock of Wayne Dion, the victor last week here at Seekonk Speedway. Welcome to Speedway Heat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Pete Silva, along with John Ring and Tom Ring. And we've got quite a show for you here at Seekonk Speedway. Hopefully we'll see Wayne Dion do well again.
Yeah, if you might have saw our last show here on Fox 64, the last Pro Stock race, where Wayne was taken out on the last lap. He talked about how well his car was working. He went out last week and proved it. We want to see tonight if it's working for him tonight.
Track reporter John Ring.
Well, we're going to talk to Wayne Dion about his victory last week. We're also going to talk to Matt Dewey, a guy who kind of leapfrogged from the street stocks into the pro stocks last year and didn't have a very good season. However, last week he came in third with a great run. We're going to find out what happened.
He did a great job indeed. So all of that and more right here at Speedway Heat. Speedway Heat is brought to you by Seekonk Grand Prix, a great place to take the family on the way to the races. Hollister Auto Body, your full-service auto body center. Zeke's Custom Auto. When you want to make your car or light truck something really special, call Zeke's. Viveris Insurance, committed to lowering your costs and providing the highest standards of professional service. Speedway Scene, America's largest auto racing weekly. Motoring Technical Training Institute, MTTI, is the place where careers start. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Speedway Heat, CVI sports coverage of auto racing here at Seekonk Speedway. I'm Pete Silva, and we've got a great show for you tonight. We're going to feature the sportsmen. Now, normally we've got John Ring and Tom Ring here for you, but we have some very special guests tonight indeed, including Ernie Boucher. Ernie, welcome.
Thank you, Pete. It's a pleasure to join the CVI cable staff here to watch the best second division in New England.
There's no question about that, Ernie. And also, let's all welcome John Horrigan back here.
It's a pleasure to be back, Pete. I'll be conversing with some of the drivers, Glenn Young, Glenn Lawton, and Dean Petty, who won here last week.
It's going to be great indeed, so stick around. This is Speedway Heat.
John Horrigan, joined by Jeff Thompson, a veteran driver here at Seekonk, now in the truck division, driving truck number 6. First of all, driving in the Pro Stock as you have and driving trucks, is it like going from fast to slow motion?
Yeah, about half the pace.
Yeah.
It's still it's competitive and it's still enjoyable though.
Mm-hmm. How have you fared so far?
Somewhere in between there. We're pretty much stuck on about a 5th place finish, but tonight we plan on improving on that.
Well, you always have a history of running with the lead pack of dogs, and that's no exception here in the truck division.
No, I mean, the dogs are just as fast here as this and any other division, but we plan on turning it around and running up in the front.
Yeah, well, I hope things pick up for you.
I'm sure they will.
Great. Back upstairs to Pete.
This is the Sport Truck Division here at Seekonk Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedway Heat. I'm Pete Silva, along with Ernie Boucher, who is taking the place of Tom Ring tonight. Ernie, welcome.
Thank you, Pete.
We got a great race in store for us as we get ready to go green in the Sport Truck feature. We're green. We're underway. On the pole tonight in the number 3 truck, it's Jeff Carter. Carter on the outside. On the outside of Carter is Thompson. So we got 2 Jeffs in the front. On that inside of the second row, it's the number 56 is Bob Pellin Jr., a Pro Stock driver here at Seekonk Speedway, Ernie.
And you got the lone Toyota in, I believe that's Mike Butts.
And so with the early lead now, the number 6 of Jeff Thompson, down the back straight he goes. We've got Carter in the number 3, Pellin in the 56 single file, down the front straight. Again, this is the Sport Truck feature here at Seekonk Speedway. Glad to be presenting it to you here on CBI Sports. Carter now a little bit loose. Here's your leader, the number 6. Thompson still with a commanding lead of about 4 truck lengths.
Yeah, Jeff Carter seems to be holding Pellin back a little bit as they come out of that 4th turn. You got Billy Clark up on the outside, it seems like, trying that outside groove. Used to work for him before. Billy's had a little tough time so far this year, but he looks like he might have it all together tonight as he's really rocking on that 3rd groove.
And 3 wide they go now into turn 4 and down the front straight. On the outside is Billy Clark. As Ernie was mentioning, he gets loose. Everyone's on the binders. Great job of avoidance just about, and now the back of the field collects. So there you have, Billy Clark got loose in the 1. Everybody got around, and we brings us under a caution here in the Sport Truck Division at Seekonk Speedway.
Billy involved with that number 92 truck. Familiar colors, but with a different number.
Brian Souza
in that number 92 truck that he purchased from the point leader, Dave Darling, this week. Dave taking a hiatus to concentrate on his Pro Stock that he's going to be running shortly.
Dave Darling, of course, been very successful in this division. Also involved was the number 2 of Tom Keeper and the number 14 of, well, we've got 2 14s on our roster. I apologize to Brian Souza or Jay Macedonia.
Okay, that's Jay. Brian Souza was in the 92, drove that a couple of weeks for Jay.
There we go.
Brian used to be, is like the chassis man on that number 14 truck.
And so we have Jay Macedonio in the 14. Take another look at this now as it happened here at Seekonk Speedway in the Sport Truck Division. We'll get a replay for you in just a moment. Here we go. Keep your eye now on that number 1 truck of Billy Clark. Clark high on the outside down the front straight.
First turn.
He gets just a little bit loose, and at first everyone does a tremendous job of avoiding that number 17 sneaking right by.
Pat McCrowan down the even way down on the bottom. Mark DeJesus in a 26 first collect him, and then Brian Souza and Kiefer.
DeJesus in that 26 had nowhere to go, except right into that right front quarter as you saw it. So we're in the caution in the Sport Truck Division. A whole lot of racing to go. Don't go away. This is Speedway Heat.
The stress of an auto accident is bad enough without worrying where to get your car's bodywork repaired. At Hollister Auto Body, we specialize in collision repair and expert color matching. We are consistently recommended by major insurance companies. Our services include free estimates, towing with our own truck, and rental car availability. Bring back your car's original showroom luster. Call Hollister Auto Body today, located on Route 6 in Seekonk.
Are you the type of person who enjoys working with your hands? I know I always have. Turn something you enjoy doing into a career at MTTI.
MTTI works directly with companies that hire graduates. Together, they create intensive programs that'll give you the skills you need for today's job market in 20 to 30 weeks. With a 90% placement rate, MTTI is the place careers start.
Life's so much more fun making a living doing something you enjoy. Call MTTI and get your career started today.
Back under green, and we are back together here on Speedway Heat. There are your leaders right now. Bobby Pellin Jr. in the 56 underneath him, and taking the lead away from Pellin is Jeff Thompson in the 6. And Ernie Boucher, take a look at that 17 truck.
That's Joe LeMay out there in that number 17 truck. That's the Archie Sherman truck. Archie, a long time runner here for many, many years. Had an operation, so he's going into the car owner position and letting somebody else behind the wheel.
And now Pellin fades back. The 65 comes in. That's Pat McCrone in the 65. There's your top three.
Pat McCrone moving up from the Formula 4 division is doing a fantastic job.
Speaking of divisions we mentioned earlier, now we've got a wreck on turn 4. It looks like the 33 involved there.
33, that's Al Pitsley, and the 16 of Vinny Cipriano, and Ray Soulier, the Rainbow Flash.
And the number 24, and of course that's most notable because Soulier's doing a great job. He's in the point standings this year.
Yeah, unfortunately with Dave Dowling retiring from this division, that kind of going to almost hand the point lead to, although I actually think Soulier was leading the points, or very close to it.
Well, the word we get from our statistician Ryan Magoni, yes, Soulier is number 1 in the point standing right now. As we
he'll just add to it tonight.
As we go to racing here at Seekonk Speedway. Once again, you're watching Speedway Heat. I'm Pete Silva, joined in the booth tonight by Ernie Boucher, Tom Ring, our regular color commentary, and as I might say, my right-hand man, if you will. Off tonight, he's getting married, so congratulations from all of us here at Speedway Heat to you, Tom. John Ring, also his brother attending the wedding. So we have John Horrigan back with us. So it's an exciting night for all of us, and of course for you here at Speedway Heat. We're under caution right now. While we regroup, we're going to take a quick pause. Please don't go away. This is Speedway Heat.
Hi racing fans. The Viveris Insurance Agency welcomes all racing fans to call or stop by for comparison quote today on their insurance needs, specializing in automobile, homeowners, and business insurance. The locations are Fall River, Taunton, Somerset, and Rehoboth. The Viveris Insurance Agency will provide you with quality personal service. Call or stop by today. You will be pleasantly surprised.
Summer fun!
Get on the fast track to summer fun. Family track, slick track, kiddie track, NASCARs. New for 96, golf driving range, plus bumper boats and more. Summer fun.
Seekonk Grand Prix!
Back to the truck division here at Seekonk Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. On the inside, Jeff Thompson, your leader right now. Now, keep an eye on that 56 of Bobby Pellin Jr. He's poised and ready to take over should there be any mistake made by Carter in that 6. 3 deep, they go down the front straight.
That's 3 wide going into 1.
That's
Pellin
17L.
sideways.
That's Joey LeMay in the 17L now, trying to get a little bit more ground on him. Thompson, your leader, as you see it in the number 6. LeMay in the 17 now goes high in turn 4.
Pat McCrone all over the rear bumper with Thompson there as they go into 1.
Thompson turns a 16.4 second time around this third-mile oval in the Sport Truck feature here at Seekonk Speedway. You notice now the gap between your leaders and Bobby Pellin. Pellin seems to be fading back once again. Ernie Boucher, any thoughts on that?
Well, Bobby looks like he has a push as he's going into the corners, which makes the car drive up. So he's having a hard time keeping it down, I believe.
At this intersection, we're at the halfway mark for this race. Thompson now.
Kenny Casper, the reigning point champion from last year, on the outside of Pellin as they go through the corners.
McCrone now makes contact with Thompson in the number 6 car. Debris flying off the track into turn 4, continuing under green though. There you see midfield as the race heats up. Thompson in that 6, LeMay in the 17, McCrone in the 65, with 5 laps to go this time around.
Great race for this truck division tonight. Real competitive feature.
LeMay now trying to make his move on the outside of Thompson. But look at the door that's opening up for the 65.
LeMay trying on the outside. That's a long way around. Thompson, a real hot charger, former Pro Stock runner here. Really open the door, let McCrone under.
And again, they go 3 wide as contact is made between LeMay, and now we've got trouble. LeMay and Thompson in the 6. Contact was made as early as the front straight. On turn 3, they got loose, they got together, and bringing us under a caution is LeMay and Thompson. Now, we are still under green. I apologize for that. We did have the yellow flag come out briefly, but we are still under green. And so the 65 of Pat McCrone is your leader now through default. Into the infield goes Carter in the 3.
Jeff Carter in that Sunrise Collision number 3.
This is the Sport Truck feature at Seekonk Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. McCrone now clearly your leader with 1 lap
Bobby
to go.
Pellin in there still for second.
Here's your fight now for
Flint
second.
for third with Kenny Casper now up in 4th spot. Soulier all the way from the back up into 5th.
Here we go. This time around, it's the checkered flag for McCrone in the 65. You've got the checkered second place.
That's a well-earned win for Pat McCrone.
It looked like the 13.
Bill
Flint came in second, and you see sideways on the turn, on turn 4 is the 14 of Jay Macedonio. And there you have it, your winner in the Sport Truck feature at Seekonk Speedway, Pat McCrone in the number 65 truck. And look at the damage in the left front quarter. That's 16 of
Vinny
Cipriano.
Pat McCrone running our Formula 4 division for the last 2 or 3 years, because he was up in the top 20 of the points, had to move out of that division. And luckily for this truck division, Pat picked this division, and he's done well.
And now we see Flint in the 13 taking the checkered flag. We will try to get information on that as quickly as we can, ladies and gentlemen. But now, as we go to tape here, the number 13 of Bill Flint is your winner in the Sport Truck division at Seekonk Speedway. At this point, we do not know what happened, why McCrone did not take the checkered, but Flint in the 13, who we reported as coming in second, takes the win. We'll try to get word for you as soon as we can as Flint takes his victory lap. Certainly a veteran here in this division. Second win for the 97 racing season at Seekonk Speedway. Well, that was quite a surprise, Ernie Boucher.
Yes, it was. I hope there's a good reason for it, but I'm sure there is.
We're trying to get word now. Apparently, now this is unofficial, McCrone was dropped back 2 places. It looks like for...
running on the berm.
On the berm. Now, that's interesting because, Ernie, you read a column here for Seekonk Speedway's Souvenir Racing Magazine, and you discuss that in your column, how this is a sort of a new event here, or rather a new point of contention for a lot of the drivers running on that berm. Can you tell us what the berm is?
Well, that berm is that, as you're looking on your screen, the bottom edge of the track is about a foot and a half piece of cement. And last year, a lot of guys used to drop that left front tire into that. It was a 3-inch drop last year at the edge of the track. And a lot of the drivers would drop that left front tire in there to try to negotiate the turns, and they'd throw stones up and everything. And sometimes the stones would wind up into the stands. So for a safety measure, track management put that berm. But and that berm is on a reverse angle, which really is a deterrent for using that area.
Prove to yourself that Metridge is the very best. Call the toll-free number and order right now.
John Horrigan along with Bill Flint in truck number 13. Tonight's victor in a very odd race. Pat McCrowan was disqualified for riding on the berm. That was a tough race. They were running 3 wide. All of a sudden, a flat tire by LeMay. Thompson drops back, and you get the victory.
Yes, I don't know where it come from. All I know is I didn't even know where I was there for a while. Traffic was all over the place. People spinning out, wiping out, high, low. Next thing I know, they were giving me the checkered flag.
Yeah. Well, you were 3rd place prior to this race. This should put you into the top spot right now as the points leader.
It should put me in a good second anyway.
Yeah. So you'll take it anyway, Bill.
Sure, we'll take it anywhere we can get it.
Right. Bill Flint, congratulations. Tonight's victor in the truck division. Back upstairs to Pete.
Joining the Sportsman Division underway. We just had the green flag fly. This is Speedway Heat. I'm Pete Silva, along with Ernie Boucher. Ernie covering for Tom Ring, who is enjoying his honeymoon as we speak. And there you see your leader right now, Linwood Cohen in the 56, who started on the pole. Down underneath on the inside, Cohen, is the 88 of Ken Bamford. Colvin in that 6 now, trying to drop down into 3rd as they go single file. Well, very briefly down the front straight.
If you look at that 88 car, Kenny Bamford, he probably led us 90% of the cars that race here at Seekonk Speedway. Bamford owning his own sign company, long time runner here at Seekonk Speedway.
And we have some serious action happening right around 4th spot. A few cars getting loose. Back under control they are. The 22 car involved there, driven by Scott Sierendinsky. And so now Colvin in that 6 in 4th spot. The 5th spot being fought out as we speak. There are your leaders, though. Cohen in the 56.
Bamford in the 88. As they're pulling a slight distance on the rest of the field here. Colvin in that lone Thunderbird that's out there. It's a lone Ford product in our Sportsman Division.
And that is the 6 of Colvin. There you see it to the left of your screen. Sierendinsky in the 22 now, trying to make a maneuver, threatening Colvin, but not before Colvin regains his place. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen, 3 wide. They go into turn 4. Very, very difficult maneuvering and dangerous for these Sportsman drivers.
That was Scotty Estrella, reigning champion, and I believe he's a current point leader at the time, too, leading that array of cars.
We've got a car down in turn 4. That's the number 86. Scotty LaBelle.
He continues on. No yellow, I don't believe.
And wow, we get a close one there. As Cohen in the 56 has to jump on the binders.
As Scotty LaBelle pulled out in front of the pack here. Rob Wright here spun around.
Rob Wright, there you see, bringing us under a caution here in the Sportsman Division. He got himself loose, turned around, and now back underway, but we are under caution in the Sportsman Division here at Seekonk Speedway. The action is as good as it gets right here at Seekonk, especially in this Sportsman Division. A whole lot more to go. Please don't go away. This is Speedway Heat.
The stress of an auto accident is bad enough without worrying where to get your car's bodywork repaired. At Hollister Auto Body, we specialize in collision repair and expert color matching. We are consistently recommended by major insurance companies. Our services include free estimates, towing with our own truck, and rental car availability. Bring back your car's original showroom luster. Call Hollister Auto Body today, located on Route 6 in Seekonk.
Waiting with anticipation for Ed Yarrington, the flagman, the starter, to let us go green here at Seekonk Speedway in the Sportsman Division. We're waiting. This race has been as exciting as it ever gets. And 3 deep they go again, down the front straight. Tremendous racing. The number 88 gets the jump on it, Ken Bamford. And now Vanessa and the 9 finds himself in 2nd spot as a fight continues for 3rd. Again, they're 3 wide. Ernie Boucher,
That's
this
incredible.
is just unbelievable.
That was incredible, that start. As you're not, oops,
and we've got
over. Kenny Spencer.
Ken Spencer in the 3 gets upended, finds himself almost into the wall between turns 1 and 2, bringing us under a caution. That was quite a start there. And we're getting reports now that we've got a wreck on turn 4 as well. We'll try to get some
some video of that as soon as we can. Here we go. The 56 involved of Linwood Cohen.
The 55, and there's one other car involved. I believe that's the 4 of Steve Taylor.
The 00, Mike Becker.
Mike Becker.
The 99, also of Glenn Young involved. We had just seen Keith Bamford in the 88 turn a 14.4 second lap, which is a very respectable time indeed.
Yes, it is a very respectable. Kenny's had a lot of problems with that car early in the year, and he was getting very frustrated.
We're going to take another look at this now. Again, the action that took place between turns 1 and turns 2 with the number 3 car. Look to the center of your screen because that's where it will happen. Upended he goes.
He went over Danny Willis's 55's right rear tire. I think he just mainly went up in the air. I don't know if there's any real damage to the vehicle, but it was enough to probably stall the car as he went up there.
And so he is stopped right now with lap number 9 out of 25 in this division. We'll be right back. This is Speedway Heat. When you're looking for wheels to make your car a showstopper, where can you go? When you want a particular tire to help your truck really grip on or off-road, where can you go? And when you need to have the right parts that help you blow the competition away at the racetrack, where can you go? You win.
Zeke's Custom Auto, Route 44, North Dighton, 508-252-4312. Speedway Heat giving you the racing fever? Get all the regional and national racing action every week with Speedway Scene. 50 issues of the most comprehensive coverage of New England auto racing delivered to your doorstep for only $40. Order your subscription today. Credit card customers order by calling 1-800-45-RACING or send your check or money order to Speedway Scene, Val Publications, P.O. Box 300, Northeastern, Massachusetts, 02356.
Looking for a green flag now in this sportsman division here at Seekonk Speedway. That's the number 88 of Ken Bamford.
Out of Warwick, Rhode Island.
Warwick, Rhode Island, where we see Tom Scully, who used to race in this division out of Warwick, as well as quite a few other racers.
Yeah, Warwick has really brought a lot of good runners to this track. Must be a suburb of Seekonk.
And so, green flag this time around. You saw Goodrow in the pits waiting to make his entrance, but not before the green flag flies. Bamford gets the jump in the 88. The number 9 of Vaness now fighting with Ron Reed in the 89. That's the battle right now for third. Sirendinsky in the 22, your second place driver right now.
Scotty also a Warwick, a West Warwick person also.
Bamford on the left of your screen.
It'll be the battle of the town.
In this 25-lap sportsman feature, sportsman being the second division only to the Pro Stocks, the elites here at Seekonk Speedway. Bamford now opening up his lead as they make their way into turn 3. Shooting out turn 3 down the front straight they go. The leaders now really with clear air ahead of them. There he is.
Bamford running a beautiful groove. Beautiful groove. The car is really hooked up tonight. Kenny's had some real problems early all season and just has never been able to, I see the number 6 car, Kenny Colvin, looks like he's leaking fluid.
There's the rear of the field. The 70 of Lawton now getting just about a little bit loose. Petty behind him in the 57. We have surpassed the halfway point of this 25-lap feature. Rear of the field there. Great shot, but your leader, number 88, right to left, screaming across your screen, down into turn 4. Not being challenged at this point. Sirendinsky, the 22, about a car and a half length behind him.
Report of the black flag being given to the number 6, Kenny Colvin, for leaking fluids.
Colvin started this race on the outside of the first row. There's the 6 now, Colvin. Into the pits he goes. That will finish him for the evening. And a fight now.
Sirendinsky seems to be closing up that gap on Bamford. Bamford not used to being running out front, may not be able to remember how to set the pace. Some of these drivers, when they're out front, they don't know how to set the pace.
Scotty Estrella now has moved. Got reported in from 15th to 4th in that number 45 car. We'll try to get a shot on him as soon as we can.
He's right on the rear bumper of Ron Reed as they come into our screen, as they come out of And then you got the Ed Gannon, who was a Conti qualifier right on Estrella's bumper.
And there he is now, Scott Estrella in the 45.
Ed Gannon.
He's done a great job. Reed in the 89 with 5 laps to go. And look at this, Estrella now making contact. There are your leaders now, Bamford in the 88, Sirindinsky in the 22, fighting their own fight because the rest of the field is now a full straightaway behind them.
Yeah, Sirindinsky's all over the rear bumper of Bamford, trying not to touch him because probably Bamford even letters the 22. He doesn't dare touch him. He may not be able to get his car lettered again.
Truly a racing community. Bamford in the 88. Whoa, we have a wreck now with the number 3 of Ken Spencer. Second time he's been involved in a caution situation.
He dumped a lot of fluid, it seems, in that accident.
And Mike Becker, you see in the center of your screen in the 00. That number 3, as we reported of Ken Spencer, involved previously in one of our caution incidents. And we think we got the number 56 also involved here of Linwood Cohen. Cohen started on the pole tonight.
That's really, really going to close up the gap with Scotty Estrella. He's running good on the outside. I don't know if there are enough laps left. But
it's going in the 56, the right-hand side of your screen. So we are under caution with just 4 more laps to go in this 25-lap sportsman feature here at Seekonk Speedway. We're going to take another look at what brought us under this caution situation. We'll take a look now. There's the number 3 just about in the center of your screen. Oh, faded out just a little bit. Whoa, we got a little tap there with Lawton. Becker in the 00 gets around. And there's Spencer in the 3. Obviously made contact with someone that
I think Spencer got into the back of Bobby Leclerc real hard because Bobby got a little squirrely there, and Spencer wasn't into the picture. So everybody was probably on the binders. When you get on the binders, those noses take a dip.
So the end of the night for Ken Spencer in the number 3, but certainly not the end of great racing here on Speedway Heat.
Yeah, Ken's not having a good last 3 or 4 weeks. He's been involved. There's an accident. He seems to be in it lately. He needs to get that monkey off his back.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go away. This is Speedway Heat.
Summer fun!
Get on the fast track to summer fun. Family track. Slick track. Kiddie track. NASCARs. New for 96, golf driving range. Plus bumper boats and more. Summer fun.
And they're the great race fans here at Seekonk Speedway that make it every Saturday night to see the divisions race, including this one, the Sportsman, as we go back under green with only 4 laps to go. Sirindinsky in the 22 on the outside trying to make his move on Bamford, but take a look at the 45 of Estrella. Estrella is really poised to do some damage as we take 3 more laps to go. Now take a look at this.
Little bumper tag side by side with Bamford and Sirindinsky. Scraping some white paint off each other.
And something could break right there, and if it does, Estrella could be poised to get into that top spot.
We have a yellow. I don't know why, but we have a yellow.
And we've got a car reported now. Our spotter tells us there's a car, number 86, I believe.
Scotty LaBelle.
And there's LaBelle now. He's going off to the pits. He found himself sideways on turn 3, bringing us under another caution. Well, we're down to about 3 laps to go in this Sportsman. The anticipation is getting a little too much to bear. Waiting for that checkered flag. Sirindinsky in the 22 and Ken Bamford in the 88.
Yeah, I think we had a change of leaders during that paint swapping spree, but we'll see what happens here. Sirindinsky was clearly ahead of Bamford, but I know they go back a lap, but I think Sirindinsky was ahead that lap previous also.
And with a shot of our officials on trackside getting ready to cross them up and go racing again, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause. Don't go away. This is Speedway Heat.
Hi racing fans. The Viveris Insurance Agency welcomes all racing fans to call or stop by for a comparison quote today on their insurance needs, specializing in automobile, homeowners, and business insurance. The locations are Fall River, Taunton, Somerset, and Rehoboth. The Viveros Insurance Agency will provide you with quality personal service. Call or stop by today. You will be pleasantly surprised.
With 3 laps to go, this is the Sportsman Division getting ready for the stripe on turn 4. That is where they will restart this race. We are green. Keep your eye on that leader, that 22, as he went across your screen. He has been battling with Bamford, who is getting loose in the 88.
Yeah, a little tag contact there. He tried to dive down on Ron Reed, and Ron wasn't going to hear it, so that put Bamford up into the marbles a little bit.
And now with 2 laps to go, Serendinsky in the 22 is your leader. Ron Reed in the 89 finds himself now in 2nd place. And the number 8 of Ed Gannon, the 3rd, fights for 3rd.
All the way from the Consi, too. Starting Gannon started 17th in this feature. I think we have James Lawrence on the inside there for fighting with Gannon for that 3rd spot.
And here we go, looking for the checkered flag for Scott Serendinsky in the number 22 to take the Sportsman feature race at Seekonk Speedway. An exciting finish with which you can see how the cautions affect the pack here at Seekonk. Anything can happen when the field is regrouped like that after a caution. Serendinsky fought it out bravely against Bamford in the 88, finds himself the victor with a checkered flag.
Yeah, Scotty, I don't believe could have got by Kenny cleanly because Kenny was running a real good groove. It's just that restart really messed up his momentum, and that gave Scotty, Serendinsky, the chance to get that lead and go on to victory here.
And so there you go. In the Cisco's performance number 22, he started on the outside of the 3rd row. Scott Serendinsky takes his victory lap here at Seekonk Speedway.
That's Scotty's 2nd win this year.
Great win indeed, and of course, well earned.
Last year's Rookie of the Year too, Pete. He was last year's Rookie of the Year, moving up from the Street Stock division where he had many wins. And a former champion in that street division also.
And we can see why. And so as Scott Serendinsky takes the victory lap, there you see the cars now. We got a quick rundown. Unofficially, Ron Reed in the 89 took 2nd. Ed Gannon in the 3rd took 3rd. James Lawrence, excuse me, in the 81 took 4th, and Scott Estrella took 5th. And interesting enough with Estrella, he started way back in the field.
Yeah, I think he both started 15th, I think, Pete, right?
He started on the inside of the 8th row. Yep, 15th. So there you go. There you have it. A great race indeed in the Sportsman Division. More to come right here on Speedway Heat.
Just a few professional mechanics tools can cost a fortune. But today, you can try this professional 48-piece Metrinch dual-purpose tool set with no obligation to buy. Each tool grabs metric nuts and bolts, standard nuts and bolts, even worn or damaged nuts and bolts. You'll discover Metrinch tools are the highest quality, do at least twice the work of any wrench or socket you've ever used, or send the kit back within 30 days and your credit card will never be charged. But if you love the heft, feel, and function of these top-of-the-line tools, simply keep your Metrinch set and your credit card will be charged just 5 payments of $25.95. And Metrinch tools carry a lifetime replacement guarantee if any tool ever fails. Have your credit card ready and call the toll-free number on your screen to try Metrinch tools in this special limited free trial. You've got nothing to lose to give these amazing dual-purpose tools a try. Remember, Metrinch tools make a great gift. Prove to yourself that Metrinch is the very best. Call the toll-free number and order right now.
John Horrigan along with Scott Serendinsky, car number 22, last year's Rookie of the Year, a winner tonight, 2 out of the last 3 weeks here in the Sportsman. Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It's been a long time coming. I want to thank my family, my friends, all our sponsors. I'm just glad they stuck with us, and now the good luck's starting to come with us. I'm glad we're here.
Scotty, Bamford and Reed were running head-to-head the entire race. You just sat back in the grass, waited for somebody to make a mistake. Unfortunately, Kenny lost it. You saw your hole and went for it.
Actually, Kenny had a really good car in the bottom. He was running good in the bottom. I think the only way to go by him was on the outside tonight, and I thank God the car was there. We won the race. I thank God. I thank all my family, my friends, and you guys for televising this show.
Great. Thank you very much. Scott Serendinsky, tonight's victor.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Speedway Heat. This is the Street Stock division here at Seekonk Speedway. I'm Pete Silva, along with Ernu Boucher, doing a very, very capable job of filling in for Tom Ring. John Ring tonight is off as well. John Horrigan, our track reporter, and we're just about ready to go green one more time around. We'll take a look at the lineup as they go to post. The number 74 is your pole sitter tonight. That car is driven by Maurice Bollier. On the outside is the number 72, driven by Al Clements III. On the inside of the second row is the number 51 of Mike Teague, and outside of Mike in the number 88 is Jesse Plouffe. On the inside of the third row, the number 76 of Rich Napier, and on the outside of Napier in the number 5 car is Tom Furtado. There are the 3 first rows as they go racing now. We're ready to go green flag this time around. Yep.
Enjoy. Call MTTI and get your career started today.
John Horrigan joined by Bob Betancourt, car number 21 in the street division. Bob, running 6th this year, still within striking distance of the top.
Yeah, we're not too bad off. You know, we've had a few bad weeks. We've also had a couple of wins, so it's still early. We're just about halfway, so anything can still happen.
Up and down season for you. You've had some victories, then there are places where you have not run well. How is the car performing for you right now as we speak?
Tonight it's running really good. You know, it has been for the past few weeks. All year it's run great. It's just we've done a lot of stuff to it this winter, made it a lot better, and it's run great other than flat tires and motor problems, a couple of motor problems.
Yeah, the usual. Well, good luck tonight and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Okay, back upstairs to Pete.